The billionaire appointed by Donald Trump to shrink the U.S. government said on Monday he aimed to shutter the globe's premier foreign aid agency. Elon Musk, the founder of Tesla and SpaceX and the owner of the X social media platform, gave an update where he said the United States Agency for International Development, or USAID, was, quote, beyond repair. USAID is the world's largest single donor. In fiscal year 2023, the U.S. dispersed $72 billion of assistance worldwide on everything from women's health in conflict zones to access to clean water and HIV/AIDS treatments. It was the source of 42% of all humanitarian aid tracked by the United Nations in 2024 and has a staff of more than 10,000 people. Trump has ordered a global freeze on most U.S. foreign aid as part of his America First policy. Field hospitals in Thai refugee camps, landmine clearance in war zones, and drugs to treat millions suffering from diseases are among the programs at risk of elimination. USAID also sends rescue workers to assist when disaster strikes around the globe. Trump has assigned Musk to lead a federal cost-cutting panel. Speaking broadly about cost reductions, Musk estimated the Trump administration can cut $1 trillion from the U.S. deficit next year. And he asserted that, quote, professional foreign fraud rings are stealing vast sums by masquerading as or creating fake digital U.S. citizens. Musk did not offer any evidence to support his fraud claim or explain how he reached the amount of $1 trillion. Targeting USAID follows on concerns about Musk's access to the U.S. Treasury system, first reported by the New York Times, that sends out more than $6 trillion per year in payments on behalf of federal agencies. That system contains the personal information of millions of Americans who receive Social Security payments, tax refunds, and other money from the government. Democrat Peter Welch, a member of the Senate Finance Committee, called for explanations as to why Musk had been handed access to the payment system and what Welch said included taxpayer-sensitive data. Quote, it's a gross abuse of power by an unelected bureaucrat, and it shows money can buy power in the Trump White House, Welch said in an emailed statement. Trump stated on Sunday night that Musk has his support.
That the world knows who we USAID and its implementing partners who carry out these critical programs. USA! 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 USA!
All the way. Thank you.
Let them work. Let the moral force of the world. We are there to help with Ebola. What I want for Cape Verde, USAID.
We received that from the 24th. I mean, the date was like from the 24th on, stop order, stop work order, and then imagine for us as a medical organization that is providing, life-saving services. You are saying basically close all the clinics, stop all your doctors and all your healthcare professionals, and you are not providing any more services to women, children, elderly. We are talking about a region where you have 4 million people, as I said, and we are reaching out to 2 million people. Imagine that is disappearing, the gap, and that is just for us as, Dünya Doktorları Derneği or Doctors of the World. That is just us. There are many other organizations who were funded by USAID who also had to stop. So the impact, it's bigger than that.
I thought this was only going to deal with the US agencies, that is PEPFAR, CDC, USAID. But again, I went to find out that also some donors are now going to pull out resources because they were also receiving from the similar funding basket to sub-grant to us. USAID has been the biggest HIV funder. And I would say that a number of people, close to 20 million people, were receiving ARVs, art treatment, testing services from the funds that USAID has been providing to us. So we are now looking at an increase in infections, a decrease in suppression. We are looking at a decrease in care, and also many people are now going to become infected since they will no longer be able to access lubricants, condoms, self-testing kits. We would always look at the United States as something that we would always run to in case you're facing a number of insecurities in the country, you're finding it unsafe for you to continue staying in Uganda. But if again we are receiving such threats of you can no longer seek asylum in the United States, it's now an extra threat to the community and also to the people who are already living in the United States that have not been yet able to receive their asylum, to receive citizenship.
Is it real? Is it the truth?
Can they just shut down USAID without congressional consent?
My understanding is Secretary Rubio, who's the acting secretary, has no intention of shutting it down, but I do think it's worth taking a look at it and seeing how the money's spent.
We've got oversight. If he goes too far, I'll be the first person to step up. He went too far. Elon Musk is trying to look at waste in government that continues to grow and grow and grow. Guys, if we don't come up with a structural approach for reducing the cost of government, we're all going to be confronted with a debt-driven fiscal crisis that nobody wants to see.
It's not disruptive, it's destructive, and it's to his personal benefit. He is stealing information as well as business opportunities from competitors, and the president has to stop it.
But is it the Democrats?